Hey guys, Matthew here, and based on the feedback we got from the last video, many of you seem to have liked the website review model. So here's another video reviewing a website. So let's jump right in. Today we're going to be looking at Cohere. Overall, I must say the website, the homepage is really good. But let's look at some things they can do to really improve conversion. So starting with the header. So the first thing which really bothers me here is that the text is on the right hand side. So I'm assuming, since it's in English, I'm assuming this page is targeted to people who read from left to right. But when you look at this at the header, so the first thing you see is this image which doesn't say anything. So what I would change at first is switch the text to the left. So I've done it quickly here, and you can already see the huge improvement which that gives visually. So previously we were looking at the text on the right, and the flow would be: you read the title, you move to the image, it doesn't say anything, and you move to the text. If you change the flow, it would be the title, and you start already seeing what's the value of this tool. One other way to do it can be having the text in the middle. I don't hate this one, but I prefer the second one. So that's the first thing which they can improve. So the text should always be, at least to make it more legible, the text should always be on the left hand side, and it's already clear. Now let's start looking at the individual sections. So your customer success battle station, your users need help, but you can't see their screen. Zoom is a hassle, cohere.so, and control their screens with zero setup. So the subtext is really good, that's really clear, but the header, I would improve the header, I would improve the value of what they're offering. So imagine just saying help your customers where they're at. Or another option could be guide your customers directly on your website. Oops, we just broke it. Guide your customers, let's do this, directly on your website. Yeah, that already starts to show the value which they are offering. The picture shows a graphic of the tool. It doesn't really explain how the tool works. They have better graphics if you scroll down. I would have preferred to see a live version of the tool here, to see I don't know, to see an agent taking control of the user's account, etc. Just to see it in practice. This doesn't tell me anything. I really like these two call to action buttons. So try Cohere for free and book a demo. So I'm assuming the book a demo part is more focused around the enterprise customers, so they have an enterprise plan, and that's why the book a demo is here. So try Cohere for free, you can start for free very quickly. So maybe they could have also included whether it requires a card, or maybe for free whether it's a demo or not. So I would have included some smaller text down here just to qualify a bit more what try for free means. So that's about the header. So the first thing I would change about the header is switching the positioning of the text with the image and changing this image while improving the value proposition of the header. So that's the first thing. Yeah, and I really like the subtext. Our users need help, but you can't see their screens. Zoom is a hassle. Cohere lets you see and control their screens with zero setup. So that's really valuable. The social proof, which gives you companies they've worked with, powering support and training processes for from startups to enterprises. Try it now. I really like the small call to action within the social proof section. I don't think I've seen this before, so that's really cool. And then we move on to the features. So what I would do before moving on to the features, I would have preferred if they expand a bit more on this. So why is there an issue with the current way of doing things? What are the alternatives which you're doing? So you're using Zoom, you're trying to guide the users. What alternatives do they have at the moment? Why is Cohere? How does Cohere compare to the current tools on the market? Is there anything else like Cohere, and what's the benefit of using Cohere? So I would add another section here before jumping directly into the features, just to continue explaining on why should someone use Cohere. Then we jump into the customer interaction super. So I'm assuming this is the features and benefits. Yep. So customer interaction superpower. Okay. it's a bit vague, but okay. So here I'm assuming this means that the page can be used by support people, it can be used for onboarding, and it can be used to improve product. I usually don't like to have tabs. They can be easily skipped, and the first time I looked at the page I didn't even notice these tabs. I would have preferred if these 3 sections are just on the page and you can just scroll through them. So support, effortless support, customers want a solution and you want context on their issues, seamless access your user screens with Cohere. So this would be the title. I would put that as a title, access your user screens. That's what you're offering, access your user screens. It's cool that they have a testimonial for each section. Okay, so I'm assuming there's the same thing on onboarding, comprehensive onboarding, cover more content in your onboarding calls by taking control of your user screens. Again, so that's the value, taking control of your user screens. Okay, I would change the title with that. So that should be screens to make onboarding simpler, something like that. So it's already, just by having it extremely clear, extremely simple, it already improves the experience. Okay, unparalleled visibility. Again, these buzzwords don't mean anything. Get unparalleled context on your services and users with the flexibility to step in and help whenever your customers need it. Okay, step in and help whenever your customers need it. That's what you need to say. So support in context, maybe. Support in context. Yep, so this is really good. How Cohere works. Okay, so finally we're seeing find your users, view their screens. So I'm just scrolling and it's moving. Okay, invite them to a call, solve their issue. Cool. Okay, this is really good. Without Cohere, okay, so this is what I need to see before when I was saying they should have explained the current way of doing things, whether there are alternatives, etc. So this would have really fit in really well on that section. So and this highlights the frustration of trying to support, trying to help a user, trying to onboard a user on your tool. So can you click the screen button? What screen are you on? I can't find my profile page, etc., etc. And with Cohere, I have some trouble with my dashboard. No worries. Oh, this is extremely quick. No worries, let me take you through it. Ground access. So this can be explained a bit better to make it a bit clearer of what's happening. I had to wait for it to loop a couple of times until I understood what's really happening. With Cohere, you can skip the endless frustrating back and forth and jump straight to helping your customers out. Again, so one thing which I'm seeing on this side is that the real value is hidden in these small phrases. So this is really good. So that should have been a title, or part of it should have been a title. Even here, so see who's online and find your users in seconds, view their screen in real time with zero setup. That's the real value which they are offering. Seamless integration, cool, works with everything, cool. And then some social proof, loved by customer facing teams, some more detail, ready to get started. The main things which I would improve on the site: switching the positioning of the header and the image, changing this header to make it a bit clearer, changing this image to really show the product, explain the product value over here. So what are the alternatives, what's the problem which you are solving, so why is it difficult. So basically it's expanding on this subtext. The real value is hidden in these small texts, which when we're going through a homepage, most of the time we're just skimming through it. So we're just reading the headers, and the headers are not giving the value. So the headers are just full of buzzwords, so superpowers. The real value, the real depth is in these subtexts. Maybe they can get part of this subtext and put it more into focus, put it more upfront to show the real value. So I hope you liked this other video. So if you have any comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And yeah, if you want me to review your site, again, feel free to put the URL below, and I can spend a couple of minutes looking at your site and I can tell you what you can improve. And that's it for today. So hope you like this video. I hope to see some comments from you. Feel free to DM me if you want some more feedback on your homepage or on your product. And yeah, see you next time.